Families can control their fate sometimes when it comes to the building blocks of good nutrition for your kids. So you may be wondering, how in the world do we do this? Where do we start?
Yeah, joining us live from Chula Vista, certified nutritionist Kaitlin Cushman with Healthy Heights. Thanks so much for coming on the show here. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Happy to be here.
All right, tell us, what can parents do to help out with this? Because I tell you, mealtime prep at my house is always a challenge. You think you got them on something healthy, and then the next week they're over it and they're moving on.
Well, making your child's nutrition even better doesn't mean having to change everything that they're eating or a lot of extra time. Simply making small food swaps, like for instance, these waffles, or you could do with pancakes, use bananas and protein powder in the mix instead of your standard mix out of the box. You can also swap out the regular turkey, cheese, and mayo sandwich, and instead of mayo, try some hummus or some smashed avocado. These easy swaps add a little more nutrition to their regular meals.
Yeah, we got rid of the pork sausage and we slid turkey sausage in there. No one has said a thing.
They don't even know. That's right.
That's a parental win.
I will say my daughter's in the cheese and bread phase, and she's been in that. She's only 3, but even if there's like avocado, which she used to love, she's like picking it out. She doesn't want anything green anywhere near her food. So that's a challenge right now that we're facing, that I'm like, come on, please, at least eat a carrot. So I give her that and she'll eat. But what do we do if your kid's that picky?
Well, if sneaking it in there isn't working, you start with the foods that you know they like, and then pair them with new things, and you slowly integrate new foods that they don't normally eat into meals that they're super familiar with. Like, say they are really into mac and cheese, add a little bit of grilled chicken, add a little bit of a vegetable you know that they like.
If your kids are getting tired of some of the meals, maybe you've pinpointed 5 healthy meals and you kind of rinse and repeat just because you're a busy household like we are at my house. How do you kind of weave those in and out? You don't want them to get sick of the good stuff, right?
Yeah, well, I think part of the thing that helps kids get used to new foods is having them hands-on, be in the kitchen with you.
Okay.
So take them to the grocery store with you, have them help you pick out the new meal, get them excited about the new meal, and then let them help you in the kitchen. If they made it with you, they'll be more interested in eating it.
It's a good idea. Yeah, I will say my daughter does like to get in the kitchen and help. She watches us. I'm like, okay, maybe not chopping yet. But, she could put the sauce in and that kind of thing. Let's talk about why that's so important to have, your children feeling confident when it comes to food.
So, when they grow older, when your little kids are starting to make their own decisions, you want to empower them to, A, be able to make their own meals, and B, to make good choices when they're out in the world. But when the kids are little, you don't want to have them miss out on those nutrients either. So sometimes you'll need to supplement in other ways. And it's more than just, sneaking little bits and pieces of good nutrition in there. Sometimes you need a little bit of a tool in your back pocket.
I think this is easier to do when you're planning and, over the weekend, you can think about the week ahead. But we have some nights that are just busy at my house. We're off to the ball fields or the hockey rink or something, going all the different directions. How do you stay healthy, and what kind of meal ideas do you have for parents on the go and families on the go?
Well, I always think of when, kids run out the house and you got to run out and you skip breakfast. So I like to do a smoothie station. Is really fun. You can add other fun things like peanut butter, Greek yogurt. You can add a protein powder, and it's a quick on the go, something like that. And that they've gotten enough in their morning or even their afternoon as a snack, so that they're not grazing on junk later.
I will say, as much as my daughter doesn't like anything green, she'll down a green smoothie, no problem.
Yes,
so that's my only strategy these days. So I'm glad you brought that up. How can people get more information from you, Kaitlin?
They can find out more by reaching out to me through healthyheights.com, where I help to make high protein, low sugar supplements like this one here, made for kids.
Yep.
All right, sounds great, Kaitlin. Thank you so much for coming to us live from Chula Vista.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming.